Good afternoon. This is Joe Krutzinger with our regular monthly recalibration of TSWs, both for the TradeStation and the Ninja Trader. A note, the Russell has returned to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. When you use the new Russell symbol, it doesn't have any history yet at TradeStation, so you're going to have to back test on the one that's at the ICE. Any of your time settings, if it comes up 9:30 for instance at the ICE, you'll have to make it 8:30 if you're trading it in Chicago. Just let me know. It's the only thing you'll have to change will be the time settings, but it's very important that if you're going to trade apples, you don't use the orange's time setting. All right, here we go. All the records in this presentation are hypothetical performance records. You can get a PDF, and I do suggest that because there's a lot of numbers here to type in if you're going to change your numbers from last month. Just give me a call or shoot me an email if you want the PDF. I'll be glad to get it out to you. Want to read the disclaimer at leisure? That's probably the best way to do it. This is a review. I tuned the original shapes on the Russell on June the 23rd of 2013. Haven't changed that tune, just to show you that the market changed personality, as far as I can see, on March 21st of 2016. That's when that equity line got broken, and that's where the switcher would have had you get off the system at about $53,000. It's currently at about $36,000, so that's the way you avoid drawdown, using the switcher or trend lines on equity curves. Now here's the new inputs to be used on shapes. Remember, on this Russell, if you're going to get out and you're going to be in the Chicago time, instead of 1325, you'll want to use 1225 on the shapes as far as the time. Now, I'll keep reminding you on this Russell because, again, most people are going to be trading it in the Chicago market, but you're going to have to be sure to change all these times that are New York times. So your custom session, you'll want to use the 8:30 2:55 one. Your time 1 will be 9:55. Your time 2 will be 10:01. Your exit time will be 14:50, like that. Again, you have any questions, I'll be glad to help you set it up. But because there's no history on TradeStation for the new Russell contract at the Merc, I have to do the optimizations on the old one, and so the numbers come up with what they come up with. Here's razor with ribbons, and again, in that time situation, you'll want to back them off an hour. It'll be 8:45, 11:25, 13:45, and you'll want to have that session be 8:30, 2:55. And again, any questions, I'll set it up for you. Be glad to step it through. But there is no history on the Russell on TradeStation as far as the Mercantile is concerned. Now here's BarNone, and again, we're focusing on the Russell. You'll have a time exit. It's at 12:40. That would be 11:40, and your custom session you should use would be 8:30 to 2:55. Just another note, the crude 60-minute and the natural gas 60-minute, I didn't change the inputs, just left them the way they are. When you're running them on 60-minute bars in BarNone, you can pretty well leave it for 3 months at a time. Here's the blind walk forward performance for the main three. We had Shapes was a loser of 4,900, Razor lost 2,459, and Ribbons made 784. The big loser there was in Shapes on the mid cap, losing 59.05. Again, running a curve on that equity curve would have had you out of that, but these are all the numbers taking all the trades. So when you see one starting to get away from you like that, be sure to watch that equity curve. Well, Joe's best was Joe's worst this month. All of them lost money except the Russell. The BarNone was the best system this month. It made $2,500, and the only one that lost money was the Russell and the BarNone. So here's the conclusions going forward for next month. The best market on my stuff is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq as a group made $3,095, and so that would be the best one. If you look at the best system over this period, it was BarNone. BarNone, trading all the markets, made $2,503 over this period. Now we're going to talk about real-time. This is the real-time disclaimer. This is what I'm trading in my IRA account. I'm using the system Razor, and I'm doing it on the mini Dow. Let's take a look at the performance. Now, basically, this is 3 months and 7 days and 7 hours. It's trading one contract each. 50% of the trades were profitable. There were 50 trades. We're up $29.75 after slip and commission. The average trade size was $59.50. Average winners $230. Average losers only $111. The drawdown's $826. Annual rate of return using a $5,000 account, 171% on the money, and it's only in the market 5.36%. I'm staying with it just the way it is. I think it's doing fine. I am recalibrating it every month, so whenever I do the Joe Crut Razor recalibration, those are the settings I'll be using in that next month. Now the rest of this presentation is Ninja settings, and so if you're a TradeStation guy, you don't have to waste your time, but I'll run through them very quickly. The E-mini S&P uses a 25-minute bar. This is the test for the same period of time, making $8,500, 73% right, average trades 112. Now the only way to get the Ninja settings is to basically get them off this table. So all you need to do is set up an E-mini S&P 25-minute bar chart. Use 8:30 to 3:55 as your session. Set your date from March 13th to July 12th, and then input the JKE Shapes 2 system and put the inputs in just as I have them here. You should be able to tie out, get the same record, and carry on camping. Here's the FDAX, a 10-minute bar using an 8:30 to 3:55 session, makes $18,777, 59% correct, average trades $210, drawdowns less than $1,400. Here's your settings, and again, you just set up a 10-minute FDAX chart, you insert the JKE Shapes 2, put these inputs in, and you should be able to tie out. Any questions? Shoot me a team viewer or give me a call. I'll be glad to help. This is the bonds. This is an 8-minute bar using the 8:30 to 3:55 session. Same period of time, 4 months. Makes $10,000 with $1,100 drawdown, 73% correct. Average trade size is $115. There's your inputs for the JKE Shapes 2. Remember, it's an 8-minute bar, and just put up the JKE Shapes and put in the inputs as I've listed them. This is a pretty exciting optimization in my opinion. This is a 32-minute bar, 4 months, making $14,000, trading one mini Nasdaq contract. 63% correct, average trade 169, drawdowns 2151. There's the inputs on that mini Nasdaq 32-minute bar. One of the ways the profit goes up with a day trading system is to give it a little more room. The stop loss is at 320, and the trail doesn't come in until you've made 440, and then you risk 50% of the profits. So it's a little looser system that way. Here's the mini Dow on Shapes. This is a 26-minute bar, makes $4,100, 71% correct. Average trade's pretty low. It's at $47, but the drawdown's only $257. And again, you've got a fairly big stop at $750. Once you make $530, you risk 20% of the profits. But you're having a 26-minute bar is kind of a weird bar, but it does a pretty good job over this period of time. Well, my main product is ideas, service, and support when you need it. All you need to do is go to eTrackRecords.com, pull down the support tab, follow the instructions. I'll be glad to get on your machine, fix anything, change anything. It's all part of the service, and there's never a charge to a client for that. Those of you who don't have BarNone, I suggest you give me a call or shoot me an email and try it free for 14 days, especially if you're trading the longer term 60-minute bar type thing. It does a pretty darn good job on that time frame, and as we saw with this month's performance, it was the best performer of all 4 systems. Your next step, of course, is to call my office at 913-334-2202, and I'll be glad to help you with anything I can. I no longer have a salesman. Dwayne passed away, And so you'll just have to contact me when you need something, and I'll do my best to help you. My email is joecrud@gmail.com, and our website is etrackrecords.com. Well, good luck and great trading. And again, if you want a PDF, just shoot me an email and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, the video will be posted on the website. Thanks for watching.